And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy here.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Rickman, Arnold, okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog.
Got the haters catching feelings, get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready, forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Find somebody, rise up, weekdays, catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody. It's the Pascal Show. Yes. Woo! Man, oh man. Woo! I hope you guys are having a fantastic, a thriving Thursday today. Today is Thursday. Another day above the ground, y'all. Let me just say that again. Another day above the ground, everybody. Okay? We're here. This is the Pascal Show. We're here to hold your hands through the speakers, through the cameras, through the social medias. All right? I hope you guys are having a good one. I know last night we got some not so great news on multiple levels last night. Damn. All I gotta say is damn. I am really upset, to be really honest. There's so much that's going on in the world right now. So much. And we have to do everything we can to survive. We are now in that situation where it is time to pull up those bootstraps and just survive. We just need to get through this, guys. And I'm going to tell you this. I know I'm coming in hot with all this stuff in regards to, you know what I'm talking about, hashtag coronavirus here, okay? But let me tell you something, guys. We're going to get through this. We're going to be okay. There are a lot of people that are surviving. Yes, there are a lot of people that are not surviving. But I'm telling you, we will get through this. We will prevail. All right? I refuse to lose. And I know a lot of you guys out there feel the exact same way as I do. All right? We refuse. Right, fellas?
Yeah.
Yep. Hot ham.
Hot ham.
Hot ham, I refuse to lose.
The ham is hot.
The ham is hot today. So anyway, if you feel like you refuse to lose, hit that like button on our feed. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below. Tell me you refuse to lose. We are here today to feel positive. We're going to talk about these things, but we're going to fight through this stuff. We are resilient. We are human beings. We are not going to let something like this tear us down. I repeat, we are not going to let something like this tear us down. I know we just got some bad news from President Trump, Prezi Trump, okay? And I'm sorry he had to be the bearer of bad news, but this is what's going on in the world, all right? Right now, this is going on in our country as we speak. We have got to start playing smart, everyone, all right? Like I said on the last show, yesterday, we got to start playing smart, but playing with respect too, all right? So, as long as we abide by those rules, we're going to be okay. That's what I think. But before we keep on going into all this, because obviously we're going to be talking about this, like I said, we are going to be holding your hands. We are hugging you through the speakers right now, through the lenses, through our social medias. We are here for you. So before we get into all that goodness and all that badness too, we got some fantastic people in the room. We got Lucas in the booth. Lucas, what's good?
What's up, guys?
Yo.
I want to try to keep it coronavirus free for this, but it's kind of
Corona Light.
Corona Light,
if you
yes,
will.
Corona Light. It's Thursday. It's gloomy outside. Gonna get some nice spring storms, whether you like storms or not. I guess that'll be kind of fitting for time of the year.
Hopefully,
spring.
hopefully it's a quiet storm. Nobody remember that? The
Quiet.
quiet storm?
No.
Okay,
No.
never mind. Moving on.
Most of the things you ask, I'm gonna just gonna say no because
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm not as knowledgeable as you are. Let's go with that.
Whatever.
But doing good. Yesterday was pretty eventful for lots of reasons. I don't know if I should just dive into it right now.
Go ahead.
I mean,
Oh, you mean the other stuff?
yeah,
Does it revolve around the coronavirus?
kind of. It was just kind of like
Okay,
just,
'cause-
it's just like where were you when all this stuff happened? Kind of feel like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, hold that question because we could use that for the Let's Talk segment. We could definitely talk
Okay.
about that here in a second. Okay? I don't mean to stifle your words.
No, it's
But
good.
I don't want to lose or ruin all that good convo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
There's a lot of good combo right
Yeah.
there. Okay.
I understand.
So let's
But-
hold that.
Other than that, nothing.
That's
That's how it is.
Nothing.
That's how it is. That's seriously how it is. I mean, other than that, it was a pretty typical day. You know, I took a nap.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
That's about it.
Living your best life.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm here. We're living well.
Aren't
so
we
far.
all? We are all here today. Jackie Buck is
What's
here
up,
with
man?
us today. Jackie Buck the turd. What's a guan?
I just same as everybody else. Just making sure my hands are washed and staying well. Woke up today and saw how heavy of a dense fog we have here in St. Louis,
Word.
and I was like, "Dang, all that moisture in the air.
Yep.
That can't be good."
That's not good at all. You know what? Can I say something? I want to ask something to everybody out there that's watching and listening and all that stuff. Am I the only one that thought yesterday smelled funny?
Yep.
Just saying that out loud, guys.
I stepped outside and I was like, is someone burning metal out here? And I was like, someone's probably just welding over here. And I was driving
Yeah.
towards Illinois, and I was like, I still smell this.
It
Metal?
smelled like pesticide to me. It smelled like it smelled like chemicals were in the air.
Oh.
I smell burned metal. That's what I was smelling. I think
I'm not trying to be some conspiracy theorist here. Swear on God, I'm not trying to be like that. But yesterday smelled funny, and then there was a weird fog that was over, like a weird mist.
Yeah.
Like when we were driving
Yeah.
into the city,
There was a little.
there was a weird mist that was going on.
Yeah.
And then my girl got back home from work, and she said, "It smells really funny."
Huh.
And I go, "You know what? You're right." So I went back outside, and I'm like, "This smells funny. What is that?" I was like, "It smells like pesticide.
Weird.
What the heck is this?"
Are we being crop dusted?
Maybe.
Like
there was a massive fire at a plant in Illinois. I think Madison, Illinois. I don't know what the plant was.
that might be it,
I
right?
actually,
be
I actually
it.
drove by it yesterday morning, forgot all
Yeah.
about it, and I think that is why it was smelling like that.
Oh.
And
Okay.
that could explain the haze, and it could explain
That
the
could
snow.
be
It's
it.
literally just right across the river where the
That
fire
could be
was.
it. But of course, of course, like anybody else, I'm paranoid.
Yeah. They picked
course
the wrong
I-
time for a plant fire.
Of course, I want to live. You know what I mean? I want everyone to survive. And of course, there's all kinds of conspiracy theories just dropping out of the sky. And literally, speaking of the sky, it just smelled funny outside. And then there was some weird mist in the air. So I was wondering what that was all about.
It's probably from
Real
that.
talk.
I'm pretty sure I saw it. That's probably the reason why. It doesn't
probably
help.
was.
The timing's pretty bad, too,
Yeah.
for how paranoid people are.
Yeah.
Is it a coincidence?
Yeah. No, a lot of people, inquiring minds would like to know. So, no need to ask me how my day was, because I'll just say it anyway.
Hey, how was your day?
Oh, I was not saying that as a joke. I literally was just going to go into it.
Oh.
I'll say this. My day was filled with research. Literally research. Yeah. I mean, I was looking up things like crazy. Me and my girl have been going ham sandwich on
Hot ham.
We've been looking into some stuff, yo. We've been looking into some stuff.
Plane tickets?
So, no, not at all. Here it is, man. If you're going to travel, you can't do international flights you can't do flights to Europe right now. Period. So, what's the point of trying to get a cheap ass ticket if you can't go to Europe? See what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, I mean, there's so many other things that we need to talk about. There's so many things that are going on. Things are being shut down. Other household names are contracting the diseases. The whole nine. I mean, we will get into all that stuff here very, very shortly. But of course, my day was just filled with looking things up, and I went to the grocery store. I went and got some stuff. Yes, I got some TP, and yes, I got some paper towels.
400 rolls.
I went and got some TP and PT. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Because what's funny to me, Nolan just said Montreal is $200 flight.
Yeah.
He just said Montreal is $200 for a flight. So
Jeez.
I did some pricing yesterday. Actually, I saw some deals.
I bet you saw some deals, but you want to risk it all, bruh? Do you want to risk it? My people, do you want to risk that? Maybe Canada to just get away from the coronavirus. I get that, but you're still going to be putting yourself in a canister filled with other people that are recycling air. It doesn't matter. You could be dressed up head to toe in a hazmat suit looking like Naomi Campbell, and that still ain't going to do a damn thing for you. That is just stupid. In fact, everybody needs to go and look up this interview with Joe Rogan. He sat down with a specialist in infectious diseases. It's about 2 hours long. But if you watch it, you'll learn some stuff. Seep it into your brains and learn some stuff real quick before you start getting all savvy here, going, oh, yeah, let me just, an opportunity to travel. F all of that noise. You can't. You're still going to get it. Doesn't matter how hard you try like that. But anyway, there are some people that have had the swine flu and have gotten through it and were just fine, the whole nine. So, I mean, there's ways to we are going to get through this. We're going to get through this. But I've been doing a lot of research, doing a whole lot of stuff, looking things up. I went to the grocery store to get some stuff because I had a feeling. I just felt like pandemonium, especially when I hear that President Trump is going to be addressing the nation about everything. I just said, you know what? All right, let me go to the grocery store before he makes this announcement, because I don't know what to expect. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I didn't know what to expect. So I thought he was going to be like, we all going to die. You know what I mean? Like something like that. And everyone rushing to the grocery stores and then pandemonium and all that stuff. So I was just like, you know what? Let me get this. Let me go and do this stuff really quick so I can understand. So I can sit down and watch this and just be prepared and say, I didn't have to kill anybody to get a roll of toilet paper. You know what I mean? So, or I didn't have to almost get killed. You know what I mean?
Right.
So So that's what I did. And then after that, it was kind of like, oh my dear God, this is the world that we live in right now. This is going down, you know. In fact, this is my question to everybody out there that's listening and watching right now. Please give us a call at 314-880-0808. I would love to know, are you starting to self-quarantine yourself regardless of the situation, or are you trying to find ways to get out of work? Because I'd like to know, like, are people already starting to shut their own doors and stay indoors, or or is everybody just getting out there and just, you know what I mean?
Right.
Dealing with life, still hitting the gym, still, you know, giving each other high fives and all that stuff. I just want to know, you know.
And are you financially able to?
Yes, which we will talk about here in a second, of course, too. But I would love to hear what your thoughts are. If you guys are going, hey, I'm gonna wait out another week and see what happens, or no, I'm literally locking everything down, and you know, I started my own garden in my backyard. This is the reason why. You know, I was ready for this. I've been ready for this. So I'd love to hear what you think. So comment down below and let me know what you think. That would really mean a lot, because I know there's a lot of people that are concerned, for sure, like me. Anyway, I digress. So, we're going to get through this. We're going to be fine. Keep using those hand sanitizers. You know what I mean? Wash your hands. Be smart. Don't do anything dumb. And we're going to be okay. As long as we do that, right?
Yeah. Wash your hands. Stay clean.
Just stay clean.
And drink water.
And I see that Jack already shaved his beard off.
Beard's off.
He's like, I'm not about that life.
Nope. Got to avoid just touching your face. But you know how hard it is to not touch your face? Especially after you start thinking about it.
The average human, a person touches their face on average 2,000 to 3,000 times a day. Can you believe that? And that's with or sans or with beard. Just saying.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of face touching. And I pick my nose a lot. I don't care.
It happens.
I'll keep it straight funky with y'all. I pick my nose. I get all up in there. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pick out a winner all the time. So I don't know.
Digging for gold.
Yeah, because, you know, sometimes it just gets up in there. You know what I mean? There's just stuff. A bat in the cave, and you just got to get in there sometimes, man. I'm just going to keep it real. I don't care. I'll keep it straight funky with y'all. So, anyway, we got to go into a quick commercial break. Keep the comments rolling. We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson.
It's 314 Day, and Old Vienna has the 314 Variety Box. Let's tell the world! It's 314 Day! It's 314 Day! Hey! 314 Day! Have a t-shirt! Available now.
And how am I supposed to help people when I'm in a wheelchair now? It really severely impacted my confidence.
Jim Arndt, PAVE Program, Paralyzed Veterans of America.
And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring. Oh wow, you really have to come in here. Is this is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
But you're more in the category like Luther Richter, Arnold, okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
What's up, y'all? You're on WGNU 920 AM and 106.9 FM. Real talk for real St. Louis. Yes, welcome back to the Pascal Show. We're going to get back into it here real quick. You know, there's a one big thing that's going on in the world right now. So, it is time for Let's Talk. Now, you've got to be kidding me.
He needs some milk.
And cookies. This Let's Talk segment is brought to you by Old Vienna. Don't be a drag. Snag you a bag of those fantastically fiery red hot riblets, and they have a 314 variety box going on right now because, you know, in about 2 days, it'll be 314 day. So go. If you are a huge supporter of St. Louis and a supporter of 314, go get yourself a variety box from OldVienaLLC.com, okay? Bunch of chips, popcorn, and a whole bunch of Old Vienna swag, y'all. All right? I'm going to throw this question over to Jackie Buck. What's the question of the day?
So, basically, we want to know, you know, with the pandemic upon us.
Yes.
It's been actually labeled a pandemic by who?
Yes.
And it's in the U.S., and it's in Missouri, and it's in St. Louis. I know we have listeners that are not here, but it's in, 33-plus states now. Over, I think 15 or 16 or 1,700 confirmed cases, more people being tested. The big thing is that I was reading that they said that more people will be affected financially than actually health-wise.
Right.
So self-quarantining, being away from work, not getting that paycheck. Most people don't have enough savings to handle a $400 emergency, let alone a $3,000 test.
Yeah.
So, are you financially, ready for a pandemic?
Right.
And I think I can answer for most people that they'll say no.
I think a lot of people would say no.
But how the way that Trump was talking in his speech was saying that there'd be some tax incentive type of cuts that people would be able to get. But I don't think that that's going to be enough. There's going to be a bigger measure, especially with the stock markets that have gone into a bear market in the first time in 11 years. There's an entire situation we're facing here now that money is going to become a big concern for people.
Yep.
And I guess that's the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's throw it over to Lucas. What do you think, man?
It's a quick no. I am not prepared.
Yeah.
I'm barely prepared for almost just a normal day.
Yeah.
I can't imagine if I had to go through
40 days.
Yeah, financially, what I have to go through if I had this disease, or even just in general.
Yeah. Say you don't have it, and you have to stay self-quarantine for 3 weeks.
There's no way. There's none.
There's so many people that have to go to work daily to get that dime, that they don't have savings, they don't have investments, they don't have anything, that they need every dollar and penny that they make every day.
Right. Yeah, because because we always work, we always use our money beyond our means.
Right.
It's America.
Right.
We don't sit there and save money. Forget that.
Get it.
You know
and
what I'm
spend
saying?
it.
We get it and then we spend it. And then, we have credit cards. We put everything on credit. There's a lot of people who do that all day long.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, they got to pay everything off through that as well. So, I mean, it's like, the whole living paycheck to paycheck is a real thing. So, can I jump on this really quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Because yes, I mean, personally, I could survive for a little bit because I save, personally. I save. But at the same time, all right, I got a little gripe to say about this whole situation, that the announcement that Trump made yesterday in regards to small business loans, the whole nine, all right? No matter what you do, no matter the loans that he's saying he's giving us, it's still a loan. So no matter what, if you're a small business and you're going, okay, I need this bank loan to help me get through the next month or get through the next 3 months, whatever it might be, you still have to pay that back to that bank.
Right.
So no matter what, if you're already in debt, you're going into even more debt. So, what's the point of having to do that? What's the point of doing that when you're going to find yourself at the end of it in a deeper hole, in a deeper financial hole? Is that helpful? Or is that something that's just going to make you, that's just going to bury you? And then next thing you know, you're a slave to your own business. You're a slave to your own debt, which is what we all already are. We all have, pending bills and things that we have to pay every single day. So if you were to get this loan, you'd be burying yourself deep into debt. There are other countries that are literally giving people who have contracted the coronavirus certain amounts of money a week just so that they can survive. Not sitting there going, "Oh, we'll give you a loan so that you'll owe that bank money at the end of it." No, they're literally going, "Here's some money because I know you need to survive, and we need to keep the economy going." If he does this kind of thing, if he continues that, the economy is just going to crash hard.
Andrew Yang was tweeting being like, "I think that a universal basic income is a great idea."
Boom.
And maybe he'll start running again for president.
Yeah, maybe. No, and then and then the other thing is, I'm gonna hold that thought. I'm gonna hold that thought for a little bit later because I got other things. I got a bone to pick because I just think that we're in a situation where we need to start the government, them, all right? They need to start looking at other ways to keep the economy rolling without it destroying the people that are a part of that economy. And what's going on right now, what he said on that thing, yes, I'm glad he addressed the nation. I'm glad he finally said, yes, this is really going down, the whole nine. He finally said it, a few hours after WHO finally said that it's a pandemic. He finally says, fine, let me get on here and talk about this thing. But instead of him saying, hey, we are here to help you guys, we're going to get through this, we're going to be all right, he turns this into an opportunity for the banks to make money at the back end.
Right.
That's the stupidest move in the world. People are not going to be able to leave their homes. Could be just weeks, could be months, we don't know.
Yeah.
And then when it's all over, we still got to owe the banks money, and then puts us in more debt or crushes our credit and all that stuff. Come on, man. You need to think of a better alternative than that, man. That's just trash.
His speech
That's
he came
trash.
out. His speech that he came out and gave, like, he didn't give any specifics either. He just
No.
said that we're going to do something, and now it's going to be passed to Congress. But then Congress is supposed to go on recess next week. So how
fitting?
How fitting. It's like pass the buck.
Yeah.
And then shut it down.
Right.
We'll talk about it in a month and see what happens.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get it to a certain extent why he wants to say do one move and then see what happens. I get that, but this move that he's doing right now is not the best move in my personal opinion. I think it's just going to crash the economy. I think it's going to make the economy worse. It's not going to make it any better. He's just trying to make the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. That's the way I see it. All of us are working so hard. We work so hard for every single penny that we make. And then now that all of us Everybody from the trash man to the school teacher to the nurse. All the people that are out here in the service industry are going to be without jobs. Gone. We're going to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Sorry. It's frustrating to me that this is the situation that we're in.
Yeah.
You know? That we as Americans, we live in this society of, and that's our fault. It's all our fault. I mean, we put this whole thing of like, instead of honoring and valuing the concept of saving $1, you know, the concept of a penny saved is a penny earned is completely thrown out the window when it comes to us as Americans. We look at it as soon as we get this money, we throw it out. As soon as we get this money, we got to pay this. And I understand there's other things. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that all Americans do this, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of Americans that'll sit there and go, ooh, I just saved $300. I can finally go, or I just got a paycheck. I'm going to spend $300 to get this PlayStation because, you know, I already know that I'm going to get this $300 back in 2 weeks when I get my next paycheck. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, but, you know, and then you just keep trying to fill this financial hole, this debt hole that you have, but you're still going, I'll get to that later. Let me get this other toy. Let me get this other thing. We don't value the idea of saving a penny. So yeah, I think we're screwed. I mean, I think a good portion of us are screwed. I think there's a lot of other people that have saved money for a rainy day type of situation. You know, maybe stuffed it like a grandma, stuffed it in the mattress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Buried it in the backyard.
Buried it in the backyard, you know what I mean, for a rainy day. The rainy day's coming. You see what I'm saying? So, it's very frustrating.
It's just going to be an acid rain.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, so I keep thinking, like, now's the time for us when we get through this wave, you know, when we get through this outbreak, we need to start reevaluating how we save our money. Or we got to reevaluate how we spend our money. Because, you know, there's always that cable bill you really don't need to pay. There's always those things that you go and buy that you just really don't need, but you buy anyway.
Right.
You know, now's the time that we need to start reevaluating. Well, after this, obviously, because it's too late now. But I feel like we're in the future. It's a matter of just figuring out being more frugal with your money.
Yeah.
Because you never know, this might happen again.
Right.
Or this might continue to happen. And we got to keep playing that in our heads too, which is a sad and frustrating thing.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, we got to go into a quick commercial break. Think about it, guys. Just put that in your head real quick. You know what I'm saying? Any money you got or any type of thing like that, I would just start putting those things on the side as quickly as you possibly can. All right? It's time to be frugal. You know? Fine and frugal. You know what I'm saying? It's time to be that. Anyway, we got to go into a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Looking for high-speed
It's 314 Day, and Old Vienna has the 314 variety box. Let's tell the world. It's 314 Day. T-shirt. Available now.
income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuities in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. That's right, annuity do's and don'ts for baby boomers and annuity rate report, both absolutely free for calling today.
800-716-4650.
So please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
Well, like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring. Oh wow, you really have to come in here. Is this is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera.
We're keeping it real all day on 920 AM and 106.9 FM. This is Real Talk, WGNU.
Yes. Welcome back, y'all. Back to the Pascal Show. I want to say, first off, thank you guys for everyone who's tuning in, being a part of it on Facebook and on YouTube. Please go crush that subscribe button on our YouTube channel on some real stuff, on some real ish, y'all. I am working on trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I am not joking. I know that's a really big number, but I'm telling you, I am trying to get this going. I'm trying to get people to subscribe and be a part of this movement that's going on. And I'll tell you this too. Even as this virus starts blasting through America, even if I will still be doing my live shows, I'm just letting you know. So, crush that subscribe button, all right? Because we are going to get through this together. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We going to get through this. We going to be all right. I need that song. We need to pull up that song. Yes. You don't have to play it right now, but we are going to play that song in a little bit. So, definitely keep the comments rolling and all that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And, of course, we have a Facebook page as well with all great stuff over there as well. Go hit that like button on that page. Facebook.com/The Pascal Show. That would really, really mean a lot. And we do have an ongoing question, so be sure to give us a call at 314-880-0808. Let us know. Are you guys already self-quarantining? Are you already doing that? Or are you starting to prepare for, I guess, the inevitable? The unfortunate inevitable. All right? So comment below. Let me know what you think. We're going to keep this show rolling. We got Tommy Boy on the phone. Oh, what's good, Tommy Boy?
We're all going to die.
Oh, oh my God. Dude, don't do that to me, baby.
No.
Not today.
How are we all doing today?
Hey.
We're still here. We are still here.
Yeah?
We are
I don't want to
still
alarm
here.
anybody, but we all know what tomorrow's date is, right?
No.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th?
Tomorrow's Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
Dang.
Ooh.
That's heavy. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't even
Yeah, I
say
know.
that. I ain't about that life.
Man.
Yeah, it's scary. But, boy, there's so much with this coronavirus going on right now. It's almost hard to keep up.
It's so much.
We got the NBA is suspended now.
Yep.
No NBA games for a while. March Madness is going to be only close personnel and like family members in the stands.
Until somebody gets tested positive.
Woo! Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we already have one of the NBA players. I think it's the Utah Jazz. One of the players from the Utah Jazz, if I'm correct. Is it the Utah Jazz?
NBA, but for March Madness is all NCAA.
Oh no, sorry, I wasn't talking about NCAA, but I'm talking about the
NBA.
Just the NBA shut down everything.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert.
And he's with the Utah Jazz, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. So
did you see
because
of
that?
Did you see how that happened?
No,
like what happened?
But hold on.
Okay.
But because of that, NBA and the whole NBA season has completely shut down because of him being contracted with the coronavirus. Now, what were you going to say? How it got? What?
So a couple days ago, that player Rudy Gobert, he was kind of joking around about the coronavirus. I guess he was on the boat of like, oh, it's not a big deal. He decided to touch all the microphones. He touched every microphone that he could see, like, oh, it's not a big deal. You know, I wasn't going to get anything. And and then yesterday happened.
So he did do that.
Yep.
I saw a video of it. Like I had the news on in the background while I'm on the phone looking up all this crazy stuff about coronavirus this morning, and I just saw a video. It was mute. It was on mute, and I just saw a dude like touching.
That's him.
Who does that?
Wait, what was he touching?
He was touching microphones. And
that was him for real?
Yep, and then yesterday it got announced that same dude
Jack,
got announced that he has coronavirus.
Because I got under fire for talking about that college thing really quick, and I was wrong. I don't want to get under fire about this. So can you look this up really quick just for a second? And also, just before we go into any more things with Tom, I do want to make a quick announcement or a quick correction from yesterday's show. Okay, so yesterday I did a conversation or a topic about the college at the University of Dayton, Ohio. There was apparently in the news, what the media said was that there was a riot. So a bunch of cops came out in riot gear and shot some kids with like pepper balls, all right? Because they said that these kids were rioting in regards to University of Dayton shutting their doors and saying that the kids had to leave like a week before spring break, okay? So when I put that out, that's what I found out on the news, on the internets, okay? So some of the students went onto the feed or went onto the clip that we took out and went in on us and said, no, we were just partying. We were celebrating at the fact that we were getting out of school earlier than a week earlier than we were supposed to. We were just having a good time, getting drunk, doing day drinking, but at night. And so the cops came trying to get them out to leave, and all these kids were just too busy having a good time, getting drunk and getting blasted. That's what the real story was. So I just want to correct that real quick before we continue with our stories and with the news and everything. So it's insane that that's going down, for sure. Even just right now, real quick, Simone said on YouTube, Simone said, my college is about to be on spring break, but my professor's already sending contingency plans to their departments. So a lot of these schools, like even WashU right now, is shutting their doors. They said Friday is the last day of school, and everyone needs to be out by Sunday.
Where are they all going to go?
I don't know.
Hey,
that's the ongoing question.
You got cheap flights. Go home. Take a bus and travel with everybody.
If you can't do that, you got your own 2 feet. You better kick some rocks. That's basically what they're saying. And it's like, dang, for real?
Like if they're shutting down dorms and they're shutting down student apartments, then wouldn't that also like carry on to say that in like hotels and other apartments just in general would be shut down? Like I don't understand why they would force all these people to start leaving.
Yeah.
In multiple schools. So now you're going to send all these people from all these places back to different places?
There are people out there that don't know. See what I'm saying? Like, and there's a lot of kids out there that literally are living just getting by. You know what I'm saying? Out there.
Yeah.
In their schools. Yeah. Wherever it might be. WashU, even Harvard shut their doors as well. Harvard shut their doors yesterday. They said same thing. Y'all got to be out by Sunday. Everybody out. Vacate the premises. Now that Trump just said the international stuff, you know, as far as like flying to Europe, There's a lot of international students that some of the most brilliant minds are coming from all over the globe to go to that school. Where are they going to go? Where the hell are they going to go?
The streets.
See what I'm saying? So it's like you're kicking all these kids out, and you're not even thinking about the ramifications of your decision.
They just don't want to have the bad news be at their place.
They don't want to have the bad news or the responsibility of those kids being sick in their their campus. Yeah, that's literally what it is.
They don't have enough nurses to take care of everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and that's going to be, I think, one of the biggest things that as students head home from college, but then think about now when grade schools and middle schools and high schools all start getting called off.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be affecting working parents.
Yeah.
Real hard.
Big time, man.
I'll say with the college stuff, like, I mean, my own mind, I think they're having the kids get out of there because if the coronavirus does take off in the dorms, then the college is on the hook for like lawsuits and stuff like that if they were negligent and not closing down the dorms during a pandemic. So you can imagine the lawsuits that would happen if people were, they had an outbreak in one of the dorms. It'd be terrifying.
Yeah. So simply, Simone just said, not all students got money to go home. International students can't afford to go home. And I just said to her, on some real stuff, even the international students can't even leave. They have to be gone tomorrow. By Friday, they got to be gone, or they're stuck here in America for 30 days. If they live in Europe, if they're from Europe, okay? Then she said, and then don't get me started on the graduation. I feel bad for the seniors. Absolutely. That's terrible. A lot of these kids are going to be just cut off. It's terrible. But at the same time, everyone's getting cut off pretty much to a certain extent. But then it's like, well, what's going to happen if all schools get shut down? Think about this. If all schools get shut down, a lot of these nurses are mothers. Okay? A lot of these nurses are female. A lot of these nurses are mothers. A lot of these nurses have children that still need to go to school, that need to be watched if they're not going to school. So if those nurses don't have babies, they can't have babysitters. So what are we going to do?
I guess we're going to be testing the
see what I'm
community.
saying?
It takes a community to raise a family, right?
Yeah.
Better hope so.
Go stay your neighbors.
Right. Yeah. And I'll never see you for like 3 months.
All those extra old baby boomers that don't have any more kids around the house, now you can have the neighbor's kids stay over.
Yeah, as long as that kid doesn't contract
Right.
the coronavirus, because if that grandmother gets that coronavirus, it's a wrap, son. It's a wrap.
Man.
Anyway, Tom, sorry, brother. What else is going on in the world? I am so sorry.
Oh, no worries. I mean, that is pretty much what's going on in the world right now. We haven't even talked about the fact that Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson have the virus.
Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson.
Yep.
Rita Wilson, right? Rita Wilson?
His wife, Rita Wilson.
Yeah, his wife.
Rita Wilson have contracted it, and but they're not in America. They are in Australia.
No, they're in Australia, yeah.
They are in
They're
Australia.
filming some Elvis Presley movie where Tom Hanks is going to play Colonel Tom Parker. But I guess that's going to be on hiatus for a bit. And, obviously, the virus couldn't have picked a more beloved person to infect as our first celebrity, to get the disease.
Yeah.
It's just, ugh.
But
anyway, hope he does well.
It's really sad. But he said, I'm trying to look at, find what he said here real quick. Well, he says the medical officials have protocols that must be followed. We, Hanks, will be tested, observed, and isolated for as long as public health and safety requires. Man.
Oh.
I mean, my thoughts go out to him too. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Of course, he is someone we all love and care for. But apparently, his wife was having symptoms of just feeling weak and tired, cold sweats, the whole nine. And that's when he was like, "All right, we got to go and get tested and find out what's going on only to find out that they both contracted the coronavirus. So, yeah, they're doing exactly what they need to do in regards to staying away from everybody, self-quarantining themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's sad.
Yep.
It's really, really sad. It's a sad moment. For
Yep.
sure. We love him, you know?
Oh, for sure.
We love him. We all love him. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is I know that there's a lot of people that are trying to understand a little bit more about this coronavirus. And yes, from my understanding, it starts off like a cold. Then you start getting a cough. Then it basically, you think you're fine, but then it hits another wave. It's like a second wave, but then you start getting flu-like symptoms. All right?
Yeah.
So if you're in a room with somebody who is sick, coughing, sneezing, the whole nine, unfortunately, those people better not be offended if you leave the room. But it says there also is it says it has a 12-foot radius type of reach
in the air.
So if somebody sneezes and you're in the room, there's a good possibility you could contract it. It lasts for about 3 to 4 days on metal surfaces. So sanitize. But it is like you have symptoms of the flu, except this flu is hard freaking core. So you get the flu, then you get pneumonia. The pneumonia is the part that really gets everybody.
Right.
So you got to get through the pneumonia part.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
you know, and Shaniqua just asked, what about our clothes? You know, that's a very good question about clothing. I don't know that part. I would just say,
I saw something about cloth that can like survive 5 to 12 hours on certain types of cloth, even longer on metal.
Man.
So carry that Lysol, necklace with you, and get that hand sanitizer glove on.
And like I said, there's some people out there that are running around with the masks and gloves and all that, and apparently that's ridiculous. It's kind of like it's too little, too late.
It's keeping everything on you.
It's keeping everything on you.
I heard hydrate because first it stays up on your upper respiratory,
Yeah.
and if you can keep it there, you're good. When it goes to lower respiratory is when it's getting in your lungs and causing pneumonia and stuff.
Exactly.
So people say take drinks, little sips every 15, 20 minutes, because if it's at the back of your throat, that's where it starts to thrive. But when you swallow and the bacteria goes down your stomach, the stomach acid will kill it.
Yeah.
So stay hydrated, wash your hands.
Yeah. Stay hydrated. Wash your damn hands, yo. Just wash your hands. Play it smart. Wash your hands. Drink plenty of fluids. Drink them fluids. I'm telling you. Drink. There's also stories out here that are insane, where there are people in Iraq that are dying from alcohol poisoning as well, because they think that, if I drink alcohol, if I consume the alcohol, it'll kill anything that's inside of me. Like alcohol kills germs. But they are manufacturing their own alcohol, their own like moonshine, but they're making it so strong that people are dying from it.
Dang.
There are people that are, and that's the other thing. They say that the numbers are like 3,000 and such people that have died in China, but actually that's not entirely true. There are much more people that have died in China from the coronavirus, but they're not letting us have that information. They're hiding those numbers from us all. There are videos, consistent videos out there that are leaking every day now of people that are out in public collapsing, falling to the ground. There's reports of people who are getting the coronavirus and dying within hours. Within hours. Like, this is some real stuff, guys. We need to be very safe with ourselves. And I'm not here to try to throw out conspiracy theories. I'm not here for that trash. I ain't here for that. I'm here to be like, yo, guys, this is what's going on in the world. This is what's going down. There's footage everywhere. You just look. All you got to do is just type in search engine, and it's all there. Look up the facts and find out what's going on. But most importantly, start taking care of yourselves. Like I said, wash your hands. Like we've been saying, wash your hands. Stay hydrated. All right? Now, they're saying that it's only 70 the ages, like the elderly. No, that's not entirely true either.
Nope.
It's like 30, late 30s, early 40-ish people that are getting contracted and are dying from this as well. But they're not giving you those statistics either. You see what I'm saying? So we really need to start looking into ourselves and start being like, this is the time to be selfish, guys. All right? Selfish for our health. All right? We got to go into a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay healthy for the next few minutes. I'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
What's on your...
It's 314 Day, and Old Vienna has the 314 variety box. Let's tell the world! It's 314 Day! T-shirt. Available now.
Shoes. How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her.
Oh, sweetie, this is gonna happen a lot. 4, maybe 5.
So please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and.
Oh wow, you really have to come in here. Is this is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
But you're more in the category like Wilfred Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place.
That does not make sense, but we usually do go, we head to Kroger's. And we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how do you do it? Teach me something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you gotta get the smile going on some shoes, but
It's Real Talk from Real St. Louis, streaming live on RealTalkWGNU.com.
Yes, welcome back to the Pascal Show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really means a lot, guys. I know there's some people out there that are concerned about what's going on in the world right now, because a lot of things are going on right now. A lot of things are going on in the world, It's madness. Madness right now, guys. But we're here to fight through this. We're going to continue to keep fighting through this. I know there's a lot of people out there. I understand that there's some celebrities and sons of celebrities that have come out with some videos of responding to things in regards to the coronavirus and all that. And yeah, man. I mean, let's just go into some more news things. So I know that Chet Hanks just came out with a video.
Yeah, he just posted something saying he talked to his mom and dad and said that they are feeling okay, and they're not too concerned. They're just going through all the necessary precautions. So hopefully, they get through it easy. But yeah, it's going to be one of those things where time will tell. I mean, that's the thing with this, right? You start out feeling okay, and then very rapidly it can change.
Right.
So they say that most people, 5 to 12 days is when they see the worst.
Yeah, that's when they start getting hit.
But there's an incubation period up to 3 weeks.
Wow. And it's like 3 weeks of just sitting there doing, 3 weeks of just sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or as Chet Hanks would say, you know what I'm saying? What a guan. Sorry. What a guan. You know what I'm saying? He does it better than me. Damn.
I saw some different news out there.
Oh, something different?
Do we still have Tommy with us?
No, he's gone.
Tommy's gone. Okay.
He gone.
I saw some different news out there. Amongst all this stuff, somebody tried to pass off that Cy Robinson from Duck Dynasty was dead.
Oh, somebody tried to make a fake...
Yeah, a fake news thing posted up saying that he was found dead.
That's really messed up.
And he's not. But, it's. I was waiting for somebody to start spreading rumors about somebody dying from the coronavirus that it wasn't true. And I think that there's been a couple of other celebrities, like Daniel Radcliffe. He shuts down a rumor that he tested positive for coronavirus.
Oh, of course.
There's going to be... a variety of people are going to start saying that other people have it, just to cause some ish.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
there's going to be plenty of people that are going to be trying to stir the pot as much as they can, because they got nothing else better to do. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they're going to say Betty White is dead. Watch. again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Never.
Just wait. Just you wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll be, of course, even if we end up being quarantined, if we all have to self-quarantine ourselves and stuff, even if it's for 3 weeks, I'll still be streaming.
Yeah.
At least. I'll still be streaming at least every single day.
Gotta take precautions, though.
Oh, of course. Yeah. But, you know, I can still be cautious in my own crib.
That's right.
You know, if I'm sitting there chilling, might as well do something. You know what I mean? Oh, that's funny. Simone just said, they had Betty White trending last night and we were scared.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, the internet is hella messy. So don't believe everything you see on the internet. Let me just say that, because I know for a fact there's a lot of things that are, I'm sure, trending hella hard right now that are not even true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So look up the facts and make sure that the websites are not The Onion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just make sure the websites that you're looking those things up are actually for real. You know, because there's a lot of people that think, oh, if I just, they read something on some blog and they think, oh, if I just do this thing, I'll be fine. Oh, if I manufacture my own hand sanitizer, that's the other thing. Right. There are people who are trying to make their own hand sanitizer that is so strong that it's actually burning skin.
Yeah, that happened at 7-Eleven out in California.
Yep. So be safe.
Shut it down.
Be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful out there, guys. We ain't about this life. We ain't about this life. You know? If you're going to make hand sanitizer, all right, test it on something else before you test it on yourself.
Right.
Just to make sure you got the right balance and the right measurements, because you don't want to have bones for fingers. You know what I'm saying? Just be smart with this stuff, guys. I mean, I know that people are desperate, and desperate times come with desperate measures and all that, but be smart when you're being desperate. You feel me? That's all. Now you got people like Naomi Campbell, which I talked about earlier, who are dressing up in full hazmat suits to the nine. I mean, literally goggles, gloves, face mask, the whole nine, just so she can travel. And that's just some people, man, people are stupid sometimes, man. That's some extra stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Over precautious?
Yeah.
I did like your idea, but how does she go to the bathroom?
Yeah, how's she gonna go to the bathroom with that on?
I mean,
there ain't a flap.
You just you gotta undo the whole thing while you're in the plane.
Yeah.
In that little tiny bathroom.
Oh my dear God.
You just gotta hold it.
You just gotta hold it in for as long as you can, man. For dear life. Just hold it in. It's hella extra. Hella extra.
Yeah. Man.
And it's not gonna save you.
No.
It's not gonna save you. You know what I mean? Like.
Especially like her whole body was covered, but then like her neck was exposed, and like
unbelievable.
And it's but I did look up that thing about Rudy Gobert or Gobert.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
There's a video
real quick.
about it. He finished up an interview, and he joked that he wasn't going to get the coronavirus. And it got up before he walked away. He comes back, and there's still some reporters in the room, and he touches all the microphones and equipment on the table with his hands.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, he tests positive for coronavirus.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a little update to that, too.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
20 minutes ago, his teammate, Donovan Mitchell, was announced that he has coronavirus now.
Damn.
Well, I mean, if he has it, everybody in the team's going to have it because he was in the locker rooms and touching all the handles and the doors.
And the thing is, this happened, this is coming out before or, days after he touched all the microphones.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
have mercy.
There's, days worth of people that have gone in there and been in that room.
All these reporters that are going to all these places, then they go to the next place, and then they go to the next place, and then they go to the next place.
Right. And then they're carrying that thing around, and you know what I mean?
They're probably not cleaning their equipment.
No, they're definitely not. They're definitely not.
Yeah.
Oh, my dear God.
You know, that's the thing that I don't think people really think about. Like, oh, I wash my hands. Okay, well, wipe down your front door. Wipe down your handles to your cabinets. Wipe down your kitchen sink handle, like your faucet handle. Like, wipe down stuff that you touch all the time.
now is the time to be a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
This is the time to be that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What blows my mind is that in light of everything that's going on, who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, in light of everything, what's his name again? I forgot his name.
Gobert.
Rudy Gobert?
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert.
Well, I mean, when you have the
Thank
president
you,
of your
Rudy.
country saying that everything's going to be all right and that it's not that big of a deal and that, and that we have it under control here.
But nobody's untouchable. He
Yeah.
shouldn't act like he's untouchable and make a joke like that and
You
do
know?
that. I mean, I get that he was making a joke and just probably he was like, "What are the chances of me getting it?" But at the same time, like,
karma.
You don't do that, man.
Karma.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's one of those things where, like, if they
Wow.
can link him to it, and if he did things after he figured out that he was not feeling well, like, did they fine him? Do they do something? I mean,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people want to see punishments for people that are stupid.
Well, I mean, he can't get punished for something like that. I mean, he's being stupid. You know, he's being.
He might get
very
punched.
stupid.
He's already getting a lot of heat. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I don't know.
I just don't. I can't wrap my mind around it because in my head, I'm already so paranoid that if I was being interviewed about something like that, I would have my hands in my pockets. Real talk. I'd be like, or just like this, like, okay, we're gonna do this interview. I ain't touching nothing on this table.
I'll Skype in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me FaceTime you real quick. Yo, you guys got Zoom? You know what I'm saying? Let's do a Google Hangout.
Right.
You cool with that? Man, I ain't about that, man. Nah, I ain't about that. Sorry. Nah. I ain't cool with it. But now the NBA is completely shutting their doors for the entire season, guys.
Not the entire season.
Until they figure out what's going
Oh,
on.
I thought the whole season was shut
No.
down.
They're just suspending it for the time being. I'm reading right now. They said they're trying to maybe play it in April, like start again in April, or go straight to the playoffs, or just move everything back a month. But they're just kind of wait and see mode.
The NBA is suspended for the entire season, like I said. For the entire season. Watch. You just watch. I'm sorry. Just watch. You watch.
The MLS has said they canceled or not canceled, suspended their season too.
Oh.
They just suspended their entire season.
St. Louis shut down
I'm
all
kidding.
the St. Patrick's Day parades.
Oh, yeah. St. Louis, Ireland already did it, so all their stuff is completely done. I'm surprised. I won't be surprised if Chicago shuts their things. Boston will definitely be
they'll
shutting
all
their
be
stuff.
done.
Everything will be shut down because so you won't see any rivers or canals being dyed green anytime soon. We are chilling.
This morning,
Chilling.
I guess last night, New York called off their St. Patrick's Day parade, and it's been almost 260 years that it's been going on, and has never shut down.
Isn't that crazy? Oh, and then also the other thing is, okay, Simply Simone's has said they canceled St. Patty's Day parade in Atlanta this morning as well. Yeah. But also, they're also saying that try not to be in places where they're trying to not have gatherings of up to
250 people?
250 people plus.
Yeah.
So I can see why they're doing this, to try to make sure that, there's no contamination, no cross pollination, if you will.
Right.
You know what I mean? Of this stuff. So, woo! So crazy, man. This is nuts.
It's moving.
Nuts. It's moving fast too.
Yeah.
It's moving fast. And the funny thing is like I said earlier in the show, earlier this last hour, I said everyone needs to go and check out. And by the way, maybe we can get the link on our Facebook and YouTube page. Please, you guys have got to go check out the Joe Rogan interview with that guy, that infectious disease specialist. I'm telling you, watch it. You'll learn something, because there's a lot of things that we're all just hearing, theorizing, and this guy's just telling you the facts, Jack.
Yeah.
I wasn't meaning you, Jack. Just the facts, Jack. Okay? Just the facts. And it's very good to hear. It's very good information to know, so that it seems like it's just knocking on our door. You know what I mean? It's right there on our front door. Coronavirus is knocking our door. It'll be waiting for you. No? Nobody remember that?
I know that one.
Yeah. It's a
Don't even ask me.
TV show. It's a TV show from way back in the day. Three's Company 2. No?
No.
Wow. Yeah, you're
I'm telling you, the chances.
You're like
there's
9 years old.
99% chance that if you ask me if I remember this reference from this movie or this TV show, good chance I'm gonna be. No.
I watched a lot of Nick at Night as a kid. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. But yes.
You know what's gonna cause more panic for this coronavirus thing? Allergy season's coming up.
Allergy season is coming up.
So when people start sniffing around, people are gonna start freaking out.
This is usually the time. You know what I mean?
I'm a person that gets allergies. We're about a couple weeks away.
Oh, okay.
It's usually when spring, like you start seeing the trees start blooming, people start mowing their grass, and all of a sudden everything's just poof in the air, and then you're sniffing all over the place.
Now, there's also other things like Riverdale, the show Riverdale. The show Riverdale has paused production in Vancouver because someone in the cast or crew has tested positive for coronavirus as well. Yeah, man. Coronavirus coming to get you. I swear, I need to get.
Has South Park done anything with coronavirus yet?
Oh, wow. That's funny that you say that.
They're not running right now. Their seasons are only like in the fall. But this would be perfect for them.
They'll probably have something on it, right?
Man. Anyway.
They're missing out.
Well, I'm still gathering some more information. I gotta grab some information really quick. We gotta go into a quick commercial break. I got some more information here, but I gotta read this stuff so I'm not sitting here. I gotta come correct. You know what I'm saying? I got crucified yesterday, and I don't want to do anything or say anything that is wrong. We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Paid not attorney.
It's 314 Day, and Old Vienna has the 314 variety box. Let's tell the world. T-shirt. Available now.
We took a left on Carroll Garden Street.
Garden Street?
Loud music was coming from a car. Danny's a smart kid, but he gets so distracted.
There were so many other sounds, I didn't know what to focus on.
Danny, Earth to Danny. Suddenly, he realized he forgot his homework again.
I left my homework on the table.
At the school steps, we hugged goodbye.
So please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
Well, like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and. Oh wow, you really have to come in here.
Like this guy.
Is this is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
But you're more in the category like Lutheran or
What's up, y'all? You're on WGNU 920 AM and 106.9 FM. Real talk for real St. Louis.
Yes. Welcome back, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Pascal Show. Yes. Anyway. Woo. Yes. Facts. Shaniqua. Yes. Saturday Night Live is going to go in, I'm sure, this weekend. You never know. They might even shut their doors, too. You know, they might just do a show without an audience.
I think I saw that they're doing that, or I'm thinking somebody else. I know there's some daily night show that have announced that they're not doing fans. I want to say...
Well, there's also, like, the Good Morning Show, Good Morning America show, the Today Show. All those shows are not doing
I think Jimmy Fallon's, what I saw, is not doing fans. Anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. All those shows. I feel like all those shows are going to be shutting down. I think
every show is going to be like that now.
I would assume all those shows would be shutting down, for sure. You know, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how everything's going down. You know.
And the dominoes fell hard yesterday. Like, yesterday was very eventful.
Extremely eventful. It was just like one thing after another. And I don't blame everybody. I mean, you know, everybody and their mama needs to be safe, you know, and keep out of harm's way, you know. And it just keeps getting worried. It keeps on getting bad, you know. There are people who are going ham sandwich. There's lines out of Costco's because people are just trying to get toilet paper. Toilet paper. You know? But this is what we're living in right now. This is how we're living. There is so much stuff going on. People are literally... This coronavirus is really just kicking everybody's ass. I mean, that's literally what it is. It's such a shame. It is such a shame, man.
I'm just thinking how quickly it grew, too.
Yeah. And I think that's Tom calling in. Again. Patch him in if that's him. Tommy. We got Tommy on the phone. He's back. In full effect. I'm sorry, man. You know, we just started going into that whole conversation of all the stuff, the craziness that's been going down and all that. Oh. But, you know, let's continue with the story. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, there's a lot, as we already know, going on. A lot of people are, you know, getting confirmed with the virus and so on and so forth. So it's a scary time, man. It's definitely a scary time.
But, you know, I mean, again, it has a much higher mortality rate than the flu, but it's still, I think, 6% in Italy, and I don't know, that seems to kind of be where it sort of is at now, is around 6. Is that right?
Right.
So.
It's insane. But what else is going on, man? Keep on spitting that knowledge.
All right. Other news going on today. We had the U.S. women's soccer team had a little. They had an anthem protest of their own.
What?
For their match with Japan yesterday. Yeah. They weren't protesting against the anthem or against the United States. They were protesting against the U.S. Soccer Federation. The women's team has been engaged in kind of an ongoing dispute with the U.S. Soccer Federation. They're trying to get equal pay to the men's soccer team, U.S. men's soccer team. And, you know, I think they have a pretty good point, you know, seeing as how they keep winning gold medals and World Cups and are outperforming the men's team when it comes to winning.
Absolutely.
I can name a couple of women's soccer players on the U.S. women's team. I can't name one. Can you name a player on the men's soccer team?
No. Pele?
Yeah,
I got one. David Beckham. No? Yeah, I'm lost. I'm lost.
Yeah, but they're trying to get equal pay. So what they did was they turned their jerseys inside out so that the U.S. Soccer Federation, their logo wouldn't be seen on it, but the 4 stars that go across representing the 4 World Cups that the team won were across there.
Really now?
So yeah, there. What had happened was is earlier in the week. I mean, this has been going on forever, but their lawyer, the U.S. Soccer Federation's lawyer, last week, because they're being sued in an equal pay case.
Yeah.
They said that the women's team is not as physically demanding as to be on the women's team as it is to be on the men's team, and that it's that the demands of doing each are totally different. That the men, I guess, prepare more and are better skilled and therefore deserve more pay. And even the head of the U.S. Soccer Federation said our legal team was way out of bounds in saying that. We need to treat everyone with respect and that sort of thing. But it's gotten ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what happens. I mean, given the fact that everything's being shut down right now, since the certain seasons are getting suspended right now and all that, I wonder how long, how that's going to stand out with everything that's going on in regards to the virus and, this pandemic that's happening right now across the globe. If it's still going to matter here in the next week, even, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just
Well, it'd be nice
curious.
if they could get that sorted out. Obviously there's a quite a ways to go before the two sides come together, it sounds like. But, I mean, I don't see why they don't make at least as much as the men's soccer team. I mean, as far as ambassadors go for the sport, I mean.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. They deserve more money. But anyway, other news, Harvey Weinstein yesterday was sentenced to 23 years in prison.
Yes.
For rape and sexual assault.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. So he's
good. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I think you're in the majority there, and I agree with you. Good that he is going to jail, and he's facing 23 years in prison, which is obviously more than the 5 years his legal team had asked for, and slightly less than I think the 27 or 29 years prosecutors had asked for. But either way, he's an old man. That's probably a life sentence for him anyway.
Right.
And he's facing extradition to California to face rape and sexual assault charges there as well. So he's not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, it's
looking at more prison time after this.
It's pretty nuts, man, and I'm interested to see what what comes of it. You know what I mean? With everything, it is. He is getting exactly what he deserves.
Yep.
I don't think he's getting enough of what he deserves. They should have just hit the man. They should have put pedal to the metal. You know what I mean? They should have just floored that thing and just said, "Hey, life, bye." You know what I mean? But 23 years is still life for him. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
He's pretty riddled up with whatever's going on with him physically, unless that's karma. You know what I'm saying? Unless that's karma really just kicking his butt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like he's been spending more time in the hospital than he has been in prison so far. But
yeah,
I don't know.
No, well, we got one more. We got a few more. So we got just like 2 more minutes. So give me one more real quick.
One more story.
Yes, one more. Real quick.
Well, I've got this one. There's a new bar that's going to be opening in the Grove later this year. That is also a dog park. It's a dog park bar hybrid. They have one in Kansas City. Apparently, it's a big thing. They have a large enclosed area where dogs can run around off their leash while their owners, I guess, get drunk. And then they have a large outdoor area where people can let their dogs roam around and, I guess, drink beer out there as well.
Okay.
But, yeah, they can go and, take your dog to the dog park and watch your dog attack another dog while drunk. And and drunkenly try and pull your dog off the other dog.
Oh my dear
I
God!
don't know. It sounds. I mean, it sounds like a great, hipster idea, but I could see this being dangerous.
Right. Oh my God, that sounds nuts, and people will come up with anything, right? But anyway, we got to go into a quick, very, very quick commercial break. We'll be back in 1 minute. We got Royce, recording artist Royce, in the house. And we got a phone call from a friend of ours, Nolan. So we'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
At 20.
It's 314 Day, and Old Vienna has the 314 variety box. Let's tell the world. T-shirt. Available now.
And 106.9 FM. This is Real Talk, WGNU.
Yes, welcome back to the Pascal Show. Anyway, woo! Thank you guys so much for tuning in. By the way, we do have a podcast, so if you enjoy this and you're enjoying your time and you go, hey, while you're sanitizing your car, sanitizing your house, doing all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you're going, hey, I miss having a good time. I miss the Pascal Show. You can find us on all major podcast streams. So if you go Spotify, Google Play, iTunes Podcasts, the whole nine, type in the Pascal Show and you'll hear this beautiful velvety voice of mine all day, day. Anyway, so while you're fighting off and fending off the COVID or whatever it's called, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, you type in the Pascal Show podcast and you can just hear us and laugh as you're fending off the evildoers, as Bush Jr. would say, right? Anyway, we got Nolan, right? We got Nolan on the phone. Nolan, man, what's good, my brother?
Pascal, how are you, sir?
Man, I've been very good. Working my butt off, trying to stay clean, I guess, is the ongoing theme now. You know what I'm saying? So trying to stay Corona light. You feel me?
their light version is called the Premiere, but sure.
Yeah, man. So tell me, because I know that you were, because in St. Louis there was a girl that came back from Italy. She contracted the virus, and her dad and her sister went off to a daddy-daughter dance at the Ritz-Carlton.
Right.
And of course, they were kind of like possibly had contracted the coronavirus. And if I'm correct, you were supposed to go and bartend at that particular event, correct?
Yes. So right now the Ritz-Carlton is under a huge renovation. It's going to be awesome when it's done, but this is one of those things that kind of pops up that nobody expects to have happen, of course. And I was supposed to work Saturday. They had the daddy-daughter event for Villa de Chêne, and yeah, I'm a bartender right now for the banquets. And there was sort of a happenstance where I ended up popping up on a list underneath another bartender who I have more seniority over, but because of that reason, they canceled my participation in the event because I guess other people leading up to the dance had already decided not to come. And so I said, well, that's fine. I guess I won't work this Saturday. And I get a slew of text messages on Sunday saying, oh, you really dodged a bullet, Nolan.
Right.
So come to find out, so the young lady, she was studying abroad in Italy.
Yeah.
And when she came back to the States, she started experiencing some, cold flu-like symptoms. And she did the right thing. She contacted the health officials, health department, and they told them to go under a quarantine. Mm-hmm. Well, with people, being how they are, especially in maybe we'll say the Ladue, Clayton area, nobody really tells me what to do kind of attitude.
Yeah.
I think that, this gentleman decided that the memory with his daughter, which I don't hate him for, but the memory with his daughter to go to the daddy-daughter dance was more important. And so while they were there, apparently they got the phone call around 7:30 that indeed the sister had COVID-19. So they did leave the facility at that point in time, and the Ritz-Carlton underwent a full surgical cleaning, which is a mammoth task, but they did it very quickly. But the issue is that people's perceptions often, outmatch reality. And so with that being said, there's been some cancellations here and there for room stays, and then, other events that people have canceled that have come up. In my opinion, unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Because of all the facilities in St. Louis, I think the Ritz-Carlton is one of those facilities that really, really does have a quick, fast response time. Marriott International is an awesome company. We're going to be going to a meeting later on today, and I'll be hearing a little bit more information about what Marriott International has to disseminate as far as what's going to be expected in the next coming weeks.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll be able to call in, on another day here and tell you a little bit more about that. But from what it looks like to me, it's it's going to get more. It's going to be more interesting before it gets less interesting.
Right. So I mean, like, have you talked to anybody who was working at the actual daddy-daughter dance that maybe is having symptoms, or has anybody else that you've known maybe contracted anything while they're at that particular event?
So far, so good. I haven't heard any reports concerning that, but with the incubation period being, because we're getting all kinds of different, conflicting information about incubation periods and all that. We'll see. I mean, I have nobody so far said anything, and even if they were to have contracted it that evening, we probably wouldn't know until maybe the end of next week.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll kind of play it by ear and figure that out. But with it being so highly communicable, they're just on top of everybody having hand sanitizer stations, and we already have certain hygiene protocols that we follow. And since, being a bartender, I'm usually pouring up something that's at least, 40% ABV, 80 proof. So for the most part, I don't think it's going to hang out in the glass too much with your bourbon.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, man. Well, hey, Nolan, thank you so much for calling in. Because, and of course, we'll probably hit you up to next week or something like that, or call in next week and let us know some more information, because I would love to see what Ritz-Carlton is doing about the situation in regards to that dance and all that stuff, and in regards to the people who are actually in that hotel, because it's a hotel on top of that reception hall. So I'd love to see, and find out what they're doing from this point on in regards to just keeping people safe and trying not to cause any type of spread of said disease. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And, real quick before I get off with you, thanks for taking my call.
Of course.
I just want to plug the Ritz-Carlton. We are undergoing a multi-million-dollar renovation. So when it comes down to it around August, expect, I'm not sure what the timeline is. They're actually going at a very fast pace, but come up to the Ritz-Carlton. Once we have other parts of our facility renovated, it'll be a brand new restaurant, all kinds of amazing things happening, a 2,000 square foot terrace. So once all this blows over, come up and have a cocktail with me.
Awesome, man. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, Nolan. Thank you so much for calling in. Anyway, of course, everyone be safe out there and all that. We do have somebody very special in the house. We got to get into this real quick. We have a recording artist, Royce, is in the house. How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah.
How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing good. How are you surviving?
I'm getting through,
Yeah.
I was previously sick for like 3 days, but it was like basic flu symptoms, But I was like tripping because the corona was going crazy, so
Dang.
it still is, but
So you were sick just recently, or how?
It was like a week ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah.
And then you're fine.
I'm invincible. So.
Yes, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you said that you were just flying or something like that. You were just traveling just recently. Like how recent?
Like a week ago or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did everything in that little trip, so.
Right.
Yeah, I got some videos done with like a dance team university.
Where did you go?
It's in Orange County.
Oh,
And
okay.
I stayed in like Newport, like really
okay.
fancy little area.
Right.
But yeah, got some videos done. Worked with this university, Chapman University, and we did a little dance video and like a music video to Ride My Wave, which should come out soon too. So you guys will see all that. But yeah.
That's super exciting.
Yeah.
That's super exciting. So you were out there. How was Cali?
It was warm. I was there the days it was like nice, and then it started raining and stuff after I left. So I'm like, good. I got my little sun in when I could.
Yeah, no kidding. So I understand. Like, okay, so you've been doing your thing for a minute now. You've been getting out there working. Which is really exciting. Ride My Wave is part of an album. So when does that album come out?
I have an album actually that we just dropped like 2019.
Oh, okay.
Some in the Royce, so you guys can find that on all platforms. It's really dope. Indie vibes, Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I also did like a little movie soundtrack with a show that's called Party with Boys or something like that. It's like a very like horror movie type college movie.
Oh, okay.
And it's gonna be on Netflix soon, so you guys will see that too. It's gonna be cool.
Wait, so you acted in this?
Oh, I just did a soundtrack for it.
Oh, you did a soundtrack
for
it.
The whole
Okay.
soundtrack. It was pretty cool.
Nice. That's exciting.
I was honored. I was like,
wow. How did you get that hookup? Just out of curiosity, how did you make that happen?
My management knew some people, and I guess they liked what I did and like some SoundCloud songs, and I guess we tried to like get one of my SoundCloud songs and use that for the thing. But I was like, why don't we just do like a whole little EP or a type project for you guys, and you guys could pick from that and like use whatever you want. So we kind of did that, and they used all of it. So I was like, shit. I mean, excuse me.
It's okay.
Stuff.
It's
Sorry.
okay. Those things happen. So it's okay. We did it. It's done. The bleep is done. Anyway, so what's next?
I'm kind of trying to take a step back from like performing and stuff right now. I'm trying to do more like songwriting and just creative little endeavors, maybe acting, just things like that. Soundtracks for like more movies, shit like that. I mean, things like that. Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry, it's early. My brain, but
it's okay. Yeah,
yeah,
you are on the radio. Just
Hello,
a quick
everyone.
reminder.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. This is not
Sorry,
just
children.
internet. No, it's fine. It's fine. It happens. You know what I mean? It happens. All right. So that's what you're the endeavor that you're interested in going into next. Okay. So what is the song that we're playing today?
Ride My Wave.
All right. So check it out. This is Ride My Wave, y'all.
Yeah. Woo.
I got the force and I ain't talking Yoda. Good with my words like a serpent, I'm a cobra. They know if I come down from the skies, it's all over. Waiting for my double, hovering like a a vulture. I'ma make a hit for the culture. Nothing like the holy new me, got some closure. Instead of hating, gon' do what you're supposed to. Make revenue instead of go and make a target. Lord, full speed, no floor. She a bad, no English, she's foreign. All she wanna do is pop pill, that's boring. Why don't you get some friends, make a movie, record it. That 2020, they ride my way. People not original all these days. 4 a.m. This ain't no fake. Hey, ride my way. They tryna ride my way. Can't ride my way. Don't ride my way. Ride my way. They tryna ride my way. Can't ride my way. Don't ride my way. In your city like a tourist, got the best. You can call me the Loris. Ain't no game to me, you peasants ain't important. Build my kingdom while I watch you crumble. Everybody getting dumb. I am the plug, pull up on you in a Hummer. If you acting suspect, I'll leave you burning rubber. If you big and bad, come with me down under, keep thunder. When I come in, I'm a villain. I want you to put your hands up to the ceiling. Any wrong move, you're dead, I'm killing. Put it all in the bag, then came up 100 million, I'm brilliant. Ride my way. They tryna ride my way. Can't ride my way. Don't ride my way. Ride my way. They tryna ride my way. Can't ride my way. Don't ride my way. Let's talk to the people working a normal job. I couldn't do it, I tried. I'm a snob. Don't tell me what to do, that ain't your job. Made money the wrong way, convinced I had to rob. Making money now, doing better, yeah, here's a plot. Made a couple songs when Lulu is gonna drop. I was in the wrong crowd, so my man for the top. Already made it without faking, no working, never stop. 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 Ride my way. They tryna ride my way. Can't ride my way. Don't ride my
wave. Hey, all right, that is Ride My Wave. Where can they find this now?
You can find this on Spotify, iTunes, all platforms, YouTube. It's everywhere.
There you go. All those platforms. Look up Royce. Spell your name for them real quick.
Roisee. I know it's weird.
Yeah, Roisee. Check her out. She's definitely an artist on the rise. We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
You know, honey, I think I deserve some kind of reward.
Here, have a pickle.
Thanks. After all, I did find us the
It's 314 Day, and Old Vienna has the 314 Variety Box. Let's tell the world! T-shirt.
accident victims who may or may not need treatment. They want your insurance information so they can bill for unnecessary visits and treatments that you may never receive. All of this adds up to higher insurance premiums for all of us. Insurance fraud is something you don't want to be involved in. There are ways you can protect yourself. If you're involved in an accident, talk to your insurance company first. Don't provide your insurance or personal information to someone that solicits you or tries to refer you. If you are injured, only deal with legitimate medical professionals and facilities. If you suspect medical fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB or visit www.nicb.org. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
This is Real Talk from Real St. Louis, streaming live on RealTalkWGNU.com.
Yes! You know what it is. It's the Pascal Show. You know what it is. Come on now. If you don't know already, now you know. That's all I'm saying. All's I'm saying. All right. Now, this is interesting. Over 50,000 people have recovered from coronavirus around the world, according to Johns Hopkins. Wow, I can't even talk right now. Obviously, as cases of the new coronavirus continue to climb, so have the instances of recovery, and a tracker maintained by Johns Hopkins University reported that more than 50,000 people have recovered. More than 94,000 people have become infected with the coronavirus, which causes the disease COVID-19, since it was first identified in December. All right, so the fact that over 50,000 people have recovered from this disease, from this coronavirus. Man, that's a little bit of light at the end of this tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Just to stay positive and to keep this in our minds. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to think of that. Yes, James just said the odds are in our favor for sure. I don't know what the odds are of, like, you're more likely to perish in a car accident or a plane crash type of odds, but given the fact that if we all stay healthy and if we all abide by the rules, we will be okay. Yes, we might be all broke at the end of this month, but we'll still be alive. And that's way more fortunate than any dollar amount that you can have in the bank account. Real talk. But anyway, we got to get going because it's that time. But I want to remind everybody, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Pascal Show. I am crawling with tooth and nail to that 10,000 subscriber mark on the YouTube channel. So go crush that subscribe button, all right? Share this feed. Keep the comments going down below. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you are on Facebook and watching this as well, please go hit our like button on our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/The Pascal Show. And also follow us on Twitter, The Pascal Show. We'd really appreciate it. And find us on Instagram. Why not? Go follow us on Instagram, The Pascal Show as well. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be safe out there, guys. Especially when I say be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Don't beat people up over a roll of toilet paper, guys. Let's be civil, all right? Let's be good to each other. And be good to yourselves as well. And I will see you guys. Well, I might do a video tomorrow. I might do a live show from my place tomorrow, all right? So, be safe out there, and if I don't see you on Friday, I will most definitely see you on Monday, live, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Safe. Be safe out there, guys. Please. Anyway, we got to get going. This is the Pascal Show. Bye!
All right, everybody in the car. Let's go.
What are we gonna do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride?
No, I want to fish.
Oh,
I've never been fishing.
honey, we